Are there any ways that you can see thought leadership might be evolving?
I have a I have a bit of a feeling that there's been a shift from long form long form content, I should say, and multi-format. I think people there's more demand for, say, bite-sized insights rather than kathunk. Here's, a 100-page piece that we drop on your desk. I think people want that bite-sized insight, uh, content that's a little bit more interactive. Things like what you and I are doing, podcasts and videos and storytelling. I think long form content is maybe yielding more to the multi-format kind of approach when delivering and packaging content. Um, and I think there's a bit of I dare say, a resistance now to things that feel like they're corporately messaged versus what I talked about earlier, advocacy, expert-led advocacy, right? I think audiences want to hear from experts, not just brands, and I think that some of the most successful thought leadership that I've seen feels authored and discussed by the industry experts themselves. It's not the language of a marketing team. A marketing team may very well be behind them, but first and foremost, you hear from the expert and you feel the authenticity coming from that expert-led advocacy.
Is there one bit of advice you'd suggest to somebody who's looking to kind of take this on and move this forward in 2025?
Start with why. I think if whatever you're doing, you always have to understand the why. What are you trying to achieve with your thought leadership? Why are you doing it? Are you trying to build that trust? Are you trying to showcase your expertise? Are you offering value? Understanding your core purpose is really important to creating something that's valuable and insightful. I think you heard me say earlier, and I'll reiterate it here, authenticity and expertise. To your point, you said it, don't fake it. I don't think you can fake this. You have to have the chops behind you to be able to provide thought leadership that feels like it's coming from a place of expertise and that people want to hear about, that engages them. And then maybe the last point, Joel, I would say is around think about how you're going to package it. Think about your content strategy. Don't think of it as a campaign, but is it part of a longer term, more holistic effort of what you're trying to say with your audiences or in the marketplace that you're competing in? I think people tend to think about thought leadership or even events as one-offs, major sort of milestones that stand alone. But what I've seen work most is that when you consider it part of a longer term journey, you get more value out of that and you have more impact on your audience.